We are now going to provide definitions for things related to equations. And so we're going to start with equation itself. An equation is when we have two expressions with an equal sign between them. And what this means is that one side is equal to the other. So they both have the same numeric value, whatever that value is. A variable is a placeholder, or an unknown. It can take on any value, but when we're talking about an equation, the variable is usually what we're solving for. We want to know the value of the variable that makes the equation true. An equation in one variable is an equation where only one unique variable is in the problem. So there's only an x or a y. There's not both. Now that variable can appear multiple times and at different powers, but it will be the only variable found in the equation. Domain is defined to be the set of all real numbers for which both sides are defined. Now, domain is very different than solution. The solution is the value of a variable that makes both sides equal. So, if you plug in a value and it makes both sides equal, then it's said to be a solution. The domain is all of the legal values that could be a solution, but the domain is always bigger than the solution. The root is just another word for solution. Satisfies is also another word, but it's used to say like 5 satisfies an equation. So it's a verb that we use when we are talking about a solution. And sometimes we have more than one answer. That's where the solution set comes in. This is the set, I almost said list, but it's not. It's a set of all solutions. So if it has more than one answers, then they all belong to the solution set. Finally, we have the core concepts for this section, of which we're going to talk about. We have identity, which means it's an equation that's true for all real numbers. A conditional equation is an equation that's true for some, but not all, real numbers. And a contradiction is an equation that's untrue for all real numbers. That means it's never true. You can never make it work. And we'll give examples of these later. And finally, the last thing that we're going to talk about is equivalent equations. Equivalent equations are any two equations with the same solution set. So it's an equivalent equation so long as it has the same solution set. So those are the definitions that we're going to talk about in this chapter.